Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to be comparing Solana and ICP. These two are some of the two most popular coins out there right now. Some people think this one's better than this one. This one's better than this one. ICP's better than Solana. Solana's better than ICP. I'm going to give you the rundown on what I think of both of them guys and my price predictions for the upcoming bull run and my strategies for these right now and what I've been doing with them. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button and let's jump into it. Alright, so which one is better, ICP or Solana? We're going to dig into it in this video. Really, I personally think that both of these are excellent projects and are both two must-haves in your portfolio. I have both of them in my portfolio. I've been taking profits on one of them and shifting it around to get the most gains out of this bull run. So I'm going to cover that in this video here. Let's take a look at Solana. $73 currently with Solana. If we look at the history on it, it did hit like $260 or something in the last bull run. And, you know, it got all the way down to like $8 at one very short point in this bull run. But average time in this bear market was around $20, and we did get a dip around $14 to $15 earlier this year, and that's when I was doing videos on Solana because I didn't start my channel until late April this year. So I was telling people while everybody was freaking out and selling their Solana that, you know, this is the time to buy, and I'm buying Solana, and I was stacking it for my portfolio for this bull run. Now, my original strategy for Solana was to sell it in increments on the way up in this bull run, because I think Solana is probably going to get between that $250 to $400 to $500 range possibly in this bull run. With as bullish as it is, sure, it could go higher to that $600 to $800 range. I don't personally see it getting any higher than that. I'm going to cover the reasons why in this video and what kind of market caps we're looking at that for, just to be realistic, guys, because you don't want to shoot for Mars and then we only hit the moon and you missed out on your profits. So keep that in mind. As far as ICP here, ICP currently at $10. I was covering ICP on my channel back when it was, if we look at the 1 year chart here, I was covering ICP back here when it was in the $3 to $4 range, and I was telling everybody ICP is going to be a sleeper and it's going to be a screamer in this bull run, that it's a great project to ignore the FUD and the cries about it being a scam out there because of its chart. Now, I didn't like the fact that it had this chart here and it was a big dump, but knowing that that wasn't anything to do with ICP in general, that was FTX messing around with it, intentionally screwing up the coin and trying to crush the project. So there's a reason for that. I got into that in my other videos. We'll look at the market caps here on these two. ICP currently at about $4.5 billion market cap. You know, back when it was at $3, I think it was only around $1.5 billion or a little over $1 billion market cap. I was telling people back then was a great buying zone and covered it for several months on my channel. Solana, again, it's at $31 billion. It's almost caught up to XRP. XRP's at $33 billion. So I think Solana's probably going to surpass XRP in this bull run for sure, and I think it's going to smash past it. Now, as far as price predictions on this one, okay, my original strategy on Solana was we're going to start taking profits out on it probably around that $180 to $200 range, and then on up from there up to like the $400 to $500 range. If we go to my spreadsheet here, I'll show you my price targets on it in this bull run. Let's say you had 250 Solana coins. If you were buying it in that $15 to $20 range, which it was at for a lot of this year, you could have picked up 250 of those coins for somewhere around the $4,000 mark. And if you were to take out profits like I had laid it out here, now granted, this is my profits taking strategy. This isn't yours. This is mine. This is how I would take out my profits on Solana just to be safe. I'd take out that first 10% at 190. I'd take out 20% at 240. Again at 290, around 340, 390, and 440 again. Maybe leave it a little moon bag in here to go past $400, 440 mark just in case. But if I were to take it out at these price points, I'd get around $78,000 in profit if I did that. That's a fantastic return for a $4,000 investment, especially on a big cap like this. So make sure here you take out your initial investment early, guys. That's critical. Note, these prices are not guaranteed. I cannot predict the future, guys. These are just my personal take profit number estimates. Now, $4,000 again could have got you this amount and turned it into about $78,000. Let's take a look at my price targets for ICP this bull run. And I could be off on these, guys. And these are just my personal price targets, guys. Again, if you were buying ICP in that $3 to $4 mark, you could have got 1,000 coins for about $4,000 in ICP, and I'd start taking profits out around the $44 mark, which is a 10x, and you know, the 20% at $54, another at $64, $74, and $84, and then I'd leave a little moon bag in case it got up to $100 or so. Now, some people are calling for a $200, $400, $700 ICP. I'll get into whether that's possible or not. I don't want to shoot for Mars, like I've said, and we only hit the moon. I want to be safe and get out profits. You know, if you're taking out profits at $100 on ICP and you're buying it at $4, that's a 25x. That's a fantastic return. You don't want to be too greedy, guys, because you can really get burned if you're doing that. Sure, ICP could get over $100. I'll show you that in a minute here and what the market caps are going to look like. But here's the thing. $69,000 profits if you followed this. Now, right there, people are like, oh, Solana won, Solana won. Well, if it followed exactly like this in a perfect world, yeah, Solana would have had a little bit better profits out of this if these are the price targets. These are my personal price targets, guys. But here's what I did, and here's what I capitalized on to get even bigger gains than all of this. So I was taking out, you know, Solana pumped recently from this $15 to $18 price range all the way up to 70 some dollars. Now I sold a good chunk of my Solana on the way up here after it got, you know, close to that $60 mark, and again the $74 mark. I took out some profits on Solana. I'm still holding some to see what it does from here, but here's my strategy. I took like 65 of those Solana that I sold. I had 300 of them. I took about 65 of them that I had sold, and I bought 1,000 ICP with it. So at the $4 mark. So I turned that 3 to 4x on my Solana and took some of it, just you know, like a third of it or something, a third or I think a fourth of it. I guess about a fourth of it, and I bought 1,000 ICP with it at $4, and now I'm riding that up. So I'm going to turn that gain into, you know, this hopefully $70,000 here. So I've maximized the potential out of it. This is how you shift funds around in coins that haven't pumped yet. Take advantage of it, because, you know, with me selling it at, you know, $60, the Solana at around the $60 to $75 mark, you know, the chances of me getting another 10x out of that, maybe I'll get a 10x out of it if it gets up to the, you know, $600 to $700 mark. But there's no guarantee of that. So I took those profits and I shifted them to ICP, who hadn't done anything yet really, and now it's up to over $10. I'm not sure what it'll be by the time this video comes out. You know, it could be higher than $10. Again, it could be, you know, who knows what it is by the time this video comes out. But I've already taken those profits at a 3x to 4x for my Solana, and I put it into ICP, and it's already up almost a 3x from there. So I turned that, you know, let's say I got 4x out of my Solana, and I turned that into ICP, and I got another 2.5x out of that. I'm looking at a 10x already just out of those original funds. So that's kind of the theory behind this here, and it's going to keep going up from there. I'm going to turn that 3 to 4x into, you know, probably another 10 to 20x from there. So I'll probably get a, you know, like a 40 to 50x out of that, maybe more, depending on how ICP does. So that's the thought process on it. So as far as the price targets for these two in the upcoming bull run, what's the most that I think they could do? Now for Solana to get up to that $750 mark, a 10x from here, it is possible, but you're looking at close to a $325 billion market cap for it to get that high. So if we go to CoinGecko here and look, you know, Ethereum's market cap is $266 billion right now. So it would have to surpass Ethereum's current market cap in order to get up to that $750 mark. It's just not as realistic, guys, as moving it into something else that hasn't pumped yet, that's a good project, and getting an easy 10x out of it from here. ICP, a 10x from here to get to $100, you're looking at a $45 billion market cap. That's very realistic for ICP. Solana got up to like an $80 billion market cap in the last bull run. So that's just under half of what Solana did in this upcoming bull run. If ICP gets up to Solana's previous all-time high market cap in the last bull run, you're talking probably $150 to $175 ICP for this bull run. That is a possibility, so just keep that in mind. But for some people are calling for ICP to get up to $1,000. So you're talking a $460 billion market cap for ICP. That's not going to happen this bull run, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to FUD ICP in any way at all, but you just have to look at what kind of market cap it would take to reach to get that. Now, maybe, possibly in the future, it could get that high, in a bull run or two from now, but I just don't see that happening in this bull run. I try to be realistic, guys, and not be greedy. If you're trying to wait for $1,000 ICP, it's likely to not happen anytime soon. And you could really be missing out on a lot of good profits if you're waiting for those price points. The point is to not hit the tops, guys, because it's extremely difficult to do. Maybe 1% of people actually hit the top correctly, and 99% of people, don't even get it at all, don't even get close to that. And only 85% of people even come out of crypto with profits out of the bull run. So don't be stupid and wait for these magic dollar amounts that might not happen. Take your profits out early and wait for, you can leave a moonbag in there for these crazy prices that you think it might hit, but take your profits out on the way up, guys. And don't be waiting for crazy, ridiculous, unrealistic numbers. Just make sure you're taking out profits and getting them out of the market so you're safe with those. That's the important thing. Don't worry about trying to hit the top. So as far as both of these projects, they're both fantastic. I think Solana is going to have a higher market cap in this bull run just because of all the stuff that it's doing and the adoption that it has. But the gains from here are possibly, better chances of getting better gains from here out of ICP at its current price. Now, by the time this video comes out, maybe ICP is $12 or $15. I don't know where it's going to be. I'm recording this like a day or so ahead of time. So the market's really unpredictable right now. I can't record these videos and get them out the same day. It's just not realistic with my family schedule and my work schedule that it ain't going to happen. Usually recording them a day or two or sometimes 3 days ahead of time just because I might have a very busy schedule. But the theory is the same regardless of the current price, guys. The current price isn't so important as the strategy long term and what might happen with these coins in the next bull run. But if you're holding either one of them, they're going to do fantastic for you in the upcoming bull run. I'm just sharing with you my strategy and what I did and why I took profits on my Solana and moved some of it into ICP. I just think it was a better move for me for more gains out of this bull run. I'm actually more bullish on Solana's market cap overall in the upcoming bull run than ICP's. But the gains from ICP could be a little bit better from here compared to Solana and its current price. So that's just my opinion, guys, and what I think. You guys can do what you want with your investments in your portfolio. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. I'm not telling you guys to do what I'm doing or follow what I'm doing. I'm just sharing my journey and my path on financial freedom here with you guys. I hope you appreciate that and my openness and honestness with you guys, and just try to share with you what's going on and my thought process with everything. But I'd appreciate it, guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll be sharing with you my journey along the way in this bull run, and any moves I make or any changes I make. I have to adapt to this market to try to plan for the most possible gains out of this bull run, because I'm trying to get to financial freedom, and sometimes I have to change my plans based on what the market is doing. If Solana wouldn't have pumped so much this early, I wouldn't have taken my profits out on it yet. I would have waited. If we were in late 2024 or early 2025, I wouldn't be selling my Solana right now. I'd be waiting until it got up to that $190 to $200 mark And if you're waiting for that, that's perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and just being patient and waiting for it to get that way, uh, and waiting for it to get to that price point, because it's likely going to get there at some point in the bull run. I'm just trying to maximize my gains for this bull run, and that's why I'm shifting some of the funds around, guys. But don't forget to check out my free Telegram and my membership Discord. That's through the Patreon. The link is in the description of the video for both of those, guys. Don't forget to like this video to help with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you on the next one. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.